Do you think you are more of an impulsive person or a rational one? Take a moment to consider this question. In his groundbreaking book, Thinking Fast and Slow, Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman explores the two systems that drive the way we think and make decisions. By the end of this video, you might have a new perspective on how your mind works. Let's start with the basics. Kahneman describes two systems of thinking, System 1 and System 2. System 1 operates quickly, automatically, and with little effort. It's our intuitive gut reaction system. System 2, on the other hand, is slower, more deliberate, and requires conscious effort and attention. This is the system we engage when solving complex problems or making carefully considered decisions. To illustrate this, let's try a quick experiment. What's 2 plus 2? That instant answer you got, that's System 1 at work. Now try 17x 24. Feel that mental effort? That's System 2 kicking in. While System 1 is great for quick decisions and familiar situations, it's prone to biases and can sometimes lead us astray. System 2 is more reliable but requires more energy and focus. Understanding when each system is at play can help us make better decisions. Now that we understand the two systems, let's explore how they can sometimes lead us astray. Kahneman introduces the concept of heuristics, mental shortcuts our brain uses to make quick judgments. While often useful, these can also result in cognitive biases. One key bias Kahneman explores is prospect theory, also known as loss aversion. This theory suggests that the pain of losing is psychologically about twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. Let's see this in action. Imagine you have two options. In option A, you're guaranteed to get $900. In option B, you have a 90% chance of getting $1,000, but a 10% chance of getting nothing. Which would you choose? Most people choose option A, the guaranteed gain. This demonstrates loss aversion. We tend to prefer a sure thing over a risky option, even when the risky option has a higher expected value. The fear of losing that 10% chance outweighs the potential for a slightly larger gain. Another fascinating bias is the endowment effect. This is our tendency to overvalue things simply because we own them. It's closely related to loss aversion. We feel the pain of giving up something we own more acutely than the pleasure of acquiring something new. These biases, among many others Kahneman explores, show how our intuitive System 1 can sometimes lead us to make irrational decisions. By being aware of these biases, we can engage our more logical System 2 to make better choices. One of the most intriguing concepts Kahneman introduces is the peak-end rule. This rule suggests that our memory of an experience is largely determined by two key moments: the peak, most intense point, and the ending. This leads to a fascinating distinction between what Kahneman calls the experiencing self and the remembering self. The experiencing self lives in the moment, while the remembering self creates the story of our lives. Consider a week-long vacation. The experiencing self lives each moment, good or bad, but the remembering self might summarize that entire week based on a few standout moments and how it ended. This can lead to some interesting disconnects in how we evaluate our experiences. Understanding these concepts can help us make better decisions about how we spend our time and how we shape our experiences. It raises important questions about what truly matters: the sum of our momentary experiences or the story we tell ourselves afterward. As we conclude our journey through Kahneman's groundbreaking work, let's reflect on how these insights can improve our decision-making and overall well-being. By understanding the interplay between our fast and slow thinking systems, we can learn to recognize when our intuitions might be leading us astray. We can pause, engage our System 2, and make more deliberate choices. Awareness of our cognitive biases doesn't make them disappear, but it does give us the power to counteract them. By challenging our initial judgments and seeking out diverse perspectives, we can make more balanced decisions.